Hey guys, welcome to my Orchard videos. Long time no see, huh? Well, we've been busy doing other things in life and not a whole lot going this time of year on the farm and such on the property, but we are doing other things. Anyways, we did take apart the a motor for the sumore lathe, 7x14 sumore lathe. Took it apart and tried to figure out what was wrong with it, and the this. It could be a bit of a pain in the ass to take out. Hold on a minute. Anyways, what we discovered was the armature was actually full of bits and pieces of plastic. So I think what happened was is when I was machining something with plastic, I don't know how it got in there. I just don't know, but all this stuff is all full of bits and pieces of plastic. Bits, pieces of PVC plastic. So I don't know. I think that it might be okay still. I'm gonna take some sandpaper and I'm gonna clean up the brass part there, but there's really nothing wrong with it. Looks just fine. I cleaned it up. I do a lot more work. It was caked with PVC, and it works just fine now. So. A couple of the plastic pieces in here were kind of chipped off a little bit, but I don't think it matters too much. So, you know, it is the way it is, I guess. So, bearings work fine. There's nothing wrong with the bearings. Nice and tight on there. Everything seems to work nice. So, I don't know. So I don't know. Was it a failure of the motor? I'm not too sure. It probably was just user error, I think, because there was stuff that got in there, but it did smoke. So whether it smoked because it fried the armature, I'm not too sure, but I don't see any indication. I mean, well, of course, it does look it looks kind of dark, which I don't know if that means anything. So it does look kind of blacky sort of in there. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be like that or not, or it could actually be cooked. Who knows, right? But I don't know. Like I said, I cleaned it up and I took everything that was out of it. So I cleaned up in here too. It's actually nothing in there. So I don't know. And you gotta put it back together. But ooh, man, strong magnet. But yeah. So anyways, we just clean it up. I got really nothing else to say about it. I mean, there's really nothing really to say about it. Other than that back piece being chipped. I mean, I don't think that was a good thing for that to happen, because now debris can get in there, so it's something to pay attention to. I would suggest when you get one of the, I would suggest looking at your motor once in a while to make sure it's all clean back there. Make sure there's no debris in the back there if you're machining different materials. I would suggest taking apart the back of the housing and looking if there's any kind of stuff on the back side of the motor here preventing it from getting enough air, or if something's been broken. So if you actually hear something, you just stop right away, like usual. Stop right away and check it out. So we did. The grommet here did break on here, so we're going to have to fix that. We put some tape in there or something, or make something out of plastic. I think it's probably make something out of plastic. Machine it from the lathe, with the lathe, machine something and put it in there, and have it so it doesn't have a little block or something, a little washer or something. And actually, I think I'm actually gonna do that for something fun to do, and with a little block thing there, and have it so go stick a little grommet made of plastic, so it doesn't come out. And everything on the inside looks fine. Nothing's been broken. They say not cracked, not broken. So it's just fine. Other than that fin being broken there, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, was that a contributor of the failure? I'm not too sure. Ooh, got some wires here that are, see that? Got some bare wire there, so I'm gonna have to address that too. Yeah, I'm going to address that It's just a ground wire, but it can cause a lot of problems if it touches that thing. Well, it's just a ground wire, but I think we're gonna just address it and get it over and done with. So yeah, so I don't know. I wonder if it's actually better just to cut that whole everything off here, make sure it's not really touching anywhere, because it is kind of melted. It is melted here, so what's the possibility of that being damaged there, right? How about we just do that right now? Let's see if it's causing a problem without cutting our fingers. How does that sound? I found that quite often, a lot of times, especially stuff from China, you have to be really careful with it. Because sometimes the quality of it is just not that great. And things are done fast. Be careful. But not much happening around, not much happening in the shop. It's been too cold and crappy, and there's no point going in there farting around with nothing much to do, particular interest. Yeah, it's cut. It's cut in there. Yeah, it's cut. So what do we plan to do for New Year? Well, we plan to plant some more fruit trees. And yeah, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful around here. There's a lot of people around that are assholes. Gotta be careful. That's all there is to it. There we go. Yeah, so yeah. So this white wire is actually a little fray sticking out of it. It's a little fray. I'm not sure if that happened when I'm taking the thing apart, but a little frayed there a little bit. So we're gonna have to take that apart and tape it or whatever. I think everybody's tape it. Got some electrical tape on here somewhere. And tape it and make sure it doesn't touch. So that's the main thing. I think I get some electrical tape here somewhere. Somewhere. So, anyways, on anything kind of electrical, you want to just have a look at it, make sure it's all tickety-boo and perfect. I mean, I guess a guy, if he really wanted to, could just take the take it apart, unsolder it, and just fix the wire. But I think we're just gonna do this the lazy way. Just tape it. How do we do that? Hold on to your hats. We're gonna get some tape. Here, tape it. I don't have any heat shrink right now, and I was using liquid tape before, but I had some problems with it. I was working on a project, and it actually made it worse. So, but yeah, nothing. You can't go on electrical tape. It'd be nice to get like a tape that you can heat up, like a heat shrink kind of tape. I don't know if actually even exists, but. Be nice. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot going on right now. So, well, I mean, there's stuff going on. Been at work, but that's changing too. There's things that are changing at work, and you have to be faced with doing other things to make money, because that's the way it goes. And put a piece of tape on there. I was saying with the Chinese, I was gonna say, even with Chinese machines, like the mini excavator and such, you have to go through the electrical. I suggest, like I did it with my machine, big red and a little white machine I had there, little one-ton machine. I went through and I checked out all the connections on the machine, and actually I found a couple connections that were very close together and could cause a problem because of vibration. So what it is, it just took some heat shrink and just put on the connection so it didn't touch. So just little things, and these things people may not know, right? You just figure, oh well, I mean, it's just people don't really respect Chinese equipment, and then you get hurt and it breaks down, and you start blaming all this is Chinese equipment is junk. Well, it really is not junk. It's just not built to optimum quality. It's just something you have to understand, right? And you always have to go back behind what some manufacturers have done. You just have to just check it out. That's all you have to do. Just go back and see what's going on. There's no reason for people to be calling, because the thing is, stuff from China, I think that the manufacturers don't regulate, because you punch out these parts and pieces and machines so fast. There's really no quality control, right? And that's why they punch it out so fast. Just sell things dirt cheap, right? So I mean, it's good stuff. Some of it is good, some of it is crappy, but you have to pay attention. So when something does break down, you figure it out. It's kind of like a DIY project if you get something that's made from China. So you're always fiddling around with it to improve it some way or another. I guess that's why I'm kind of drawn to it, I guess. It's always something to do. Yeah, that takes care of that problem. Is that the best solution? I guess if I had heat shrink, I'd use heat shrink, but I don't have it. I'm going to wait because I'm going to make a grommet for that before I put it in there. So a little grommet in there so these things come through there, and so make a little grommet for that on the lathe, and we need to find something that's going to work for that. Make something out of scratch, I guess. Find a piece of plastic. Yeah, I'll find a piece of plastic for it. Anyways, I don't know. Do you guys want to see that? Me machining a little grommet for that out of plastic. I mean, the ideal one would be rubber, but I don't have any rubber. I have to do that. I guess I could just, well, I don't know. Or well, you could use silicone too if you had it, but I don't have any of that either. But, I'll just machine a thing in there, and make sure it sits in there nice and snug, and we'll fix that, and that's be done. That will be done in there. So, but there is some wear. There is a little bit of wear in this thing here. The housing from the thing there's rub up against it. But yeah, that's fixed. There's really nothing wrong with the brushes on here. The brushes are fine. They're not wore out. I mean, they're a little bit black. So I gotta just clean that up. So nothing wrong with them. Pretty simple. This one did get chipped. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. I don't think. So did get. See that? It did get chipped, so I don't think it's going to cause a problem. I mean, it's not because it's a huge big deal. So, but anyways, we're going to make a grommet for that housing there. We'll do that here, and bring you guys back, and we'll put this thing back together. And of course, you don't have really no way of testing it right now, but we'll keep it as a spare. And if the motor dies on the other lathe, because I have two sumore lathes. One in my hobby shop, and one out in the garage. So that's how I have that. So so I have a mini one as well. We're doing small little intricate things. So anyways, I will work on this project and get back to you guys on that. And I guess I'll probably post it on this video here too, along with it, and you guys will see the little grommet I made for that. It's like I said, that's probably a problem point there too. Is the grommet is made out of plastic, and over time it probably, if you tend to tug on it, if you're cleaning it or whatever and it breaks, well, you have to get an grommet or make something, either a silicone or machine something out of plastic or rubber, whatever you have. I guess you can make it rubber if you have a piece of rubber like that or something like that. Just make sure it's just nothing moves, right? Because it is spinning in there, and you don't want stuff coming apart and causing the machine to catch on fire. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching my video, and once we make the grommet here, we'll show you guys how we make it, put it on the lathe, and do those kind of things. All right. Thanks for watching. See you.